Hello everyone, welcome to a new edition of Jefferson College Today, seen every week on JCTV and online at jeffco.edu. I'm your host Roger Barentine, and with that, let's take a look at the latest news and information about Jefferson College with locations in Hillsborough, Arnold, High Ridge, Imperial, and online. To celebrate the recent opening of Jefferson College's newest education center in Imperial, at 4400 Jeffco Boulevard, you're invited to a public open house on Tuesday, September 21st from 1 until 6 p.m. Attendees can tour the building and view a variety of live demonstrations from the Law Enforcement Academy, EMT Paramedic, and Certified Nurse Assistant programs. Jefferson College has built a stellar reputation throughout the region and state for its technical career programs, and the opening of Jefferson College Imperial provides much-needed public service and healthcare-related training in northern Jefferson County. Knowing that the institution is providing first-class education, the programs at Imperial are a reflection of Jefferson College's long-standing commitment to care for our community. Now, everyone is welcome to attend the event, and reservations are not required. The 20,000 square foot facility is the former site of Jefferson College North that was closed in 2007, coinciding with the opening of Jefferson College Arnold near Highway 141 and Astra Way. Now, for questions about the Jefferson College Imperial Open House, be sure to call area code 636-797-3000 or 942-3000, extension 481. And in a related matter, responding to the need for trained healthcare professionals in the region and across the nation, Jefferson College will begin an 8-week Certified Nurse Assistant, or CNA, program at its new locations in Imperial at 4400 Jeffco Boulevard that I just mentioned, as well as Cedar Hill at 6471 Cedar Hill Road, starting October 18th. The Certified Nurse Assistant course is designed to teach students how to perform basic nursing care skills for residents in a long-term care facility under the supervision of charge personnel. Successful completion will enable students to take the state examination for certification as a nurse assistant. Now, instructional topics will include roles and responsibilities of the nurse assistant, understanding the elderly, safety, food service, personal care, restorative nursing, and special procedures. And teaching methods will include lectures, skills demonstrations, clinical demonstrations, and supervision. Classroom sessions will be held on Monday and Tuesday from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m., and then clinical instruction will be on Thursday and Friday from 6:45 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Now, enrollment is limited to 15 students per class. The course does meet the required 75 hours of classroom training and 100 hours of supervised on-the-job training in an approved long-term care facility as mandated by the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services. For additional information about admittance qualifications, required materials, and costs, be sure to contact Jefferson College CNA Program Coordinator Karen Amsden at area code 636-797-3000 or 942-3000, extension 461, or simply email nursing@jeffco.edu. Well, in other big news, Jefferson College has been awarded $701,000 to support job training in healthcare as part of the newly formed Regional Graduate St. Louis Consortium, announced in conjunction with a larger $4.4 million grant received by the St. Louis Agency on Training and Employment from the United States Department of Labor. Jefferson College will use its portion of the grant to further support its healthcare training initiative, which will combine previously announced Training for Tomorrow grant funds to create programs in the high-demand fields of physical therapy, occupational therapy, respiratory therapy, and radiology. In total, Jefferson has now been awarded nearly $1.6 million in only a 5-month span for the expansion of its healthcare curriculum. And Dean of Career and Technical Education, Elizabeth Check, has secured the grant funds on behalf of Jefferson College. Now, the St. Louis Regional Chamber and Growth Association, or RCGA, has identified healthcare, IT, and green technology as key growth industries in the St. Louis area. As well, according to the Missouri Economic Research and Information Center, healthcare demonstrates strong potential with projections to 2014 showing a net gain of tens of thousands of positions for medical assistants and licensed practical and registered nurses. As well, the demand for physical therapy technicians, occupational therapy technicians, and respiratory therapists will also continue to grow. The Graduate St. Louis Consortium will primarily serve laid-off workers affected by the recent economic recession. And over the 3-year project period, the consortium partners will increase the number of classes offered, invest in needed training equipment, hire faculty, and develop a regional web portal in order to facilitate an online community of both trainers and job seekers. Well, the Jefferson College Cultural Council will host an energetic and informative dance performance titled Dances of Colombia, featuring Carmen Dentz and Grupo Atlantico on Saturday, September 18th at 6:30 p.m. in the Fine Arts Theater on the Hillsborough campus. The show is one of several cultural and performing arts events scheduled this fall in conjunction with the college's mission to provide a variety of diverse educational experiences for area residents of all ages. Grupo Atlantico will perform dances of Latin America with colorful costumes, music, and rhythms in a presentation appropriate for audiences of all ages. The group's co-director, Carmen Dentz, is a Colombian-American folkloric dancer, choreography, and costume maker. And through performance and educational programs, she shares her rich tri-ethnic heritage of the Caribbean and coastal regions of Colombia, South America. She is especially knowledgeable about the different music, rhythms, and percussive instruments, as well as the symbolism of costumes, dance steps, and body movements. And her demonstrations offer an authentic glimpse of Colombian carnival, Native American customs, African, and Spanish artistic influences in the New World. The tickets are very affordable. They're only $5 for the general public and $2.50 for senior citizens, students, and children over 12. As well, children under 12 are admitted free. Tickets can be reserved in advance or they can be purchased at the door. If you have questions or would like to make your reservations, be sure to call Theater Manager Laura Adams at area code 636-797-3000 or 942-3000, extension 369, or email ladams2@jeffco.edu. Learning is a lifelong process, and that's exactly why Jefferson College's workforce development and continuing education courses are perfect for anyone seeking career advancement, professional development, licensure certification, job skills improvement, or age-appropriate personal interest and enrichment experiences. On-site courses are held at 9 locations across Jefferson County with a variety of start dates and times throughout the fall. Additionally, over 3,000 online courses are accessible 24 hours a day. Now, business and workforce development offerings include teacher education, business, healthcare, food service, customized training, WorkKeys employment assistance, customer service, Microsoft Certified Application Specialist, or MCAS, electrical contractor, engineering professional development, green technology, industrial safety and occupational health, and water wastewater. Now, other subject areas include computers, professional development, history, agriculture, culinary arts, health, language, crafts, music, recreation, art, dance, guidance, and swim. The college also offers adult education and literacy classes to prepare for the GED. And to learn more about the many opportunities available this fall, I recently sat down with Continuing Education Coordinator Hal Neisler.
When we talk about continuing education, we're still thinking about the traditional sense of lifelong learning for all ages of folks here in Jefferson County, the young kids going through swim lessons, our older citizens taking a computer class for the very first time or taking a dance class, the continued lifelong learning in that regard. Workforce development, when you think of that, It's probably along the lines of our electrical contractor courses, helping professionals here in Jefferson County, our BPI building analyst course that's coming here in just a couple of weeks for energy auditors. Those are more involved in workforce development.
A complete listing of available courses is listed online at www.jeffco.edu by clicking on the Continuing Education link. To receive more information about Jefferson College workforce development and continuing education courses, be sure to call area code 636-797-3000 or 942-3000, extension 144. And finally, to support the mission of Jefferson College, JCTV is always working to provide viewers with educational and informational programming that is unique and exclusive to Jefferson County. If you have suggestions regarding the types of programs you'd like to see here on JCTV, feel free to contact the station by writing to JCTV, 1000 Viking Drive, Hillsboro, Missouri 63050, or by emailing jctv@jeffco.edu. And that will do it for Jefferson College Today. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of the week.